Claro.
Hello. Mas aí você explica aí para eles em inglês. Que eu não falo.
Tá, seu trabalho de
Isso.
fisioterapia,
Isso não dá para
depois a,
virar de
depois a operação.
pós-operatório. Isso. Hoje eu vou atender uma cliente de pós-operatório. Toda de branco aqui.
So this is post-operation physical
É.
therapy. That's the table. That's the machine. It's the ultrasound to break down scar tissue.
Cadê minha máscara?
E
E
o
aí,
que
esse
eu,
aqui é a máquina para fazer o pós-operatório. Esses aqui são os equipamentos. Essa aqui é a maca. Eu botei o colchão e o travesseiro para ela ficar mais confortável, né? Ela fica com muita retenção de
Hey,
líquido.
Spanky. She's showing her home studio because of COVID. The physical therapy places have been shut down, so she set up in her own house. She's a physical therapist, so this is the setup for physical therapy, post operation physical therapy with the ultrasound machine and such. So here is the official unboxing knife. Frank Frazetta, Boker Excalibur 1, Queen of the Ghouls. So, front flipper. Então, sua reação da caixa, tá? Sua
Meu Deus.
reação. Pronto?
Pronto. Pronto.
Momento.
O que você vai me aprontar? Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Olha a caixa.
Meu
Olha a
Deus. So big. What
Okay,
is
so this is the
this?
big ass box I got from the machete sale. I did the minimum order for free shipping, which was $75, and I was literally thinking of doing a second one. Perhaps I'm glad I didn't. Because again, I don't even need these, and I got all of their cheapest machetes that they had available, except for the ones that are the Cisco brand, the SZCO, because they're just kind of too cheap, and they were like literally $8, I think, which is nothing to pay for a machete. Which just for curiosity's sake. But at any rate, it allowed me to get a couple of slightly better ones, I guess. I don't know if they're actually any better, but anyway. So that's what I did. I chose not to get the absolute cheapest ones. So these were, I think, like $12, $15, $18, that kind of thing. So plenty of packing paper, and let's see what we got. Oh no. Okay. I got both of these. Oops. Sorry about that. Where there is a will, there's a way. Everyone needs a machete. Right? Okay, so check it out. Where did I put my... Why do I always misplace my unboxing knife? That is just out of control. All right. So here's the Condor African bush knife. So this is now my unboxing knife because I don't want to look for my other one. I got these Elk Ridge. I had been eyeing these for a while. They're very, very inexpensive. Again, they were on sale. I'm getting to the point where it's like I recognize enough stuff eventually goes on sale. I just wait for it to reach that sale and then spring into action. So these are again, like everything, much smaller than I expected. Has this sort of plastic sheath with this sort of faux genuine leather But that's cool. At least you can scout carry it, right? That's that genuine leather where they spray like plastic on top of it. It's got, looks like G10 handle, and it's a cleaver. It's 3 fingers only. It's tiny. I didn't think it was that small. I mean,
I
I look
love
at the measurements, but again, you can never really tell just by reading the measurements. And I like small knives anyway. I like huge knives and I like small knives. The retention is surprisingly good. That's frankly impressive. I'll be honest. I'm impressed. Okay, and then there's this cleaver. So again, 3 fingers. So I'll show you the different blade shapes. I got both of them because they had different blade shapes, of course, right? Can't decide which one, get them both. So this one, as you can see, is larger. This one's smaller. This is more of like a cleaver. This is almost like a sheep's foot, almost. You can see there's definitely a difference in blade length and blade shape, and uh, the difference in belly and usable edge. Yeah. Oops. Wait. I forgot. I can do this. First of all, everyone needs a machete. True. And whoa, that's actually a good size for the shape. Yeah. I mean that's a considerable amount of belly there. Um, and let's see if I can remember which is which. I mean, that's really good retention. And that rattle is the butt is the this. It's not the knife. It's the button. So I'm really surprised at how good the retention on this thing is. I mean, there's no rattle or anything. For I mean, oh yeah, I forgot. Let me show you. I can't remember which one's which. Too bad. I think this one was. There's the part number, and then yeah, this is the bigger one. So this is this one. I'm not sure if that's coming out. And this is this one, the bigger one. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, next. Okay, yeah, I got a bunch of the marbles. Not a bunch. I was going to get all 4, and then I decided just to get the 2 that I actually wanted. So this one is the barong. Is that what this is called? The barong? Oh, they're just calling it the marbles cleaver. I've heard people.
Isso é o quê? Uma pá? Coisa
Não
estranha.
sei.
Não sei.
É tipo machete, mais ou menos.
Ah, nossa, mas é muito estranho para ser machete.
Look at that handle. I just people say that I've heard a lot of people say they love these machetes because they're only $20. If anything happens to them, they're easy to replace. But that otherwise they basically do the job. Take a look at that grind. It's, I mean, there's basically really not any grind. It's basically just a very large bevel on a flat piece of steel. I mean, they did paint the end, which will help protect the wood. I am going to have to treat the rest of it somehow, and that is going to need to be treated too. So, I mean, that would be nice to paint, but it's riveted in, so you're not going to be able to. I don't feel any rattle. It seems sturdy enough. And the other thing too is it actually does come with a sheath and, oh my gosh, look at that. And a sharpening stone. Go figure. And then, what is it? I mean, there's another little pouch, but that's an odd shaped pouch. What are you supposed to put in that? I mean, what shape is supposed to fit in there? It's not going to be for a fire steel. What is that going to be for? Yeah, these are the series of $20. Marbles has a whole line of $20 cleaver / machetes, and from what I hear, they have a good reputation insofar as they're very inexpensive and tons of people use it for basically like gardening duties, like they just got to clear some brush away. And a lot of people just get recommended, yeah, just go get any of the marbles machetes and just go to work. And if anything happens, literally no big loss, right? So there we go. Let's see. Belt loop. It's pretty heavy. And I really cannot figure out what the heck is supposed to go into that pouch. What is that size? Like a Zippo? You know what I mean? It's almost like a Zippo lighter. I mean, a little mini bandage kit. I don't know. I really can't figure out what would best go in there. So there's that. Yeah. 20 bucks. And again, these were on sale for, I don't know, 15, 18 bucks. It was very inexpensive. Actually, it'll say in here. Let's see. So this was the Marbles Camp Cleaver, 15 bucks. And then here, so the Elkridge fixed blades were 14. And then this was the cheapest one. Let's see, this machete 18. Okay, this one. This is from Gavilan in Colma, machete 18-inch. Oh, it's from 5-Star Gear. I have some of their like pouches and stuff. Super duper inexpensive budget company. Yeah, that pouch. The thing is, I mean, look at the dimensions. I mean, if anything, there's room in here. I would put the fire steel in there. Oh, like a flint, like one of the wheel flints. Yeah, I could fit one of those in there. I mean, I think I literally would put maybe like a mini lighter in there, like one of those mini Bics, maybe a fire wheel. Those flint steels that I have. And then, I mean, I could put one of my little ultra mini survival kits in there that has like a fish hook and like some bandages and like a razor blade and things like that. So I'm always building little tiny mini survival kits, like mini survival kits. So let's take a look at this. Look at that. This is interesting. This whole thing is shrink wrapped. I wonder if it's going to come out this way.
Caramba, amor. Só facão.
This is a very odd kind of. Okay, so this. I think this is a pretty traditional. I mean, once again, it's nothing but just a piece of stamped. Oh, it's from Colombia. Gavilan de in Colma, Colombia. F-16-K. Can you see that? Let me see. And it's got this some sort of black wash. I suspect this is going to be pretty much like a high carbon steel because this is certainly not stainless because there's clearly a lot of rust on there, and the grind stops all the way up here. I don't know how traditional that is. The grind on this is brutally bad. Can you see that burr? There's like a full on. There's right along there. This whole thing is just one big burr. Can you see that? I mean, and my fingernails aren't dirty. That's paint. Yeah, I mean, there's a burr along this whole entire thing. So the grind on this is extremely rough. Extremely rough. Me too. Little Altoids can or smaller survival kits. Yeah. Are you talking about the ultra mini? Because I have several of the regular size Altoids, but I've made a couple of the mini Altoids, like the super mini ones. There's this guy on YouTube who keeps challenging himself to make smaller and smaller and smaller survival kits. So he started off with your standard Altoid survival kit, and then went to like the Tic Tac ones, and then to the mini Altoids, and he just got smaller and smaller. And after a while, it almost became symbolic in nature. To me, it's almost kind of a morale thing. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, this grind. There's literally a burr that runs the full length of this grind. I mean, I'll knock that burr off and then go from there. It is a super rough grind, but again, this was $8.
$8?
É só
Oh.
$8.
É da
Also,
Colômbia, a
so,
origem?
o quê?
Isso é um facão brasileiro, amor. O facão no Brasil, ele é só um pouquinho
Não,
menor que
é
esse.
machete. A machete.
Facão em português.
Sério?
Machete em inglês. É.
Okay,
I speak português.
So, I mean, the other thing too is there's no sheath, if I'm not mistaken. So that's part of the cheap. I mean, how I'm going to make a sheath for this, I'm not sure. I might go downtown and go dumpster diving behind the fashion district where the leather makers are, and just see if I can find a piece of leather this big and see if I can maybe fashion something. I mean, at this point, I'm going to literally use this and maybe some duct tape or something, and just do that for now. That'll probably do. So, your dad was all about the super mini Altoid survival kits, really? Is that an old school thing? I mean, there's this one guy on YouTube who did an unboxing of his survival kit that he made as a kid. And then later on, he was an Air Force pilot in Vietnam, carried that same survival kit as a kid all through Vietnam. Fortunately, never had to use it. So apparently, I guess, he's never shot down or anything. And then come today, he's like, well, let's open it and see what's in there. And he didn't quite remember. There was like a disintegrated tablet of aspirin, and it was very entertaining to see. I definitely enjoyed it. This is the Cold Steel Garden and Camp Machete. Perfect for cutting grass and light vegetation around your camp lawn or garden. Can you see the bend? So that's what it's designed for. I think these are, I don't know how traditional these are, but I think they have this kind of shape in Africa as well. But perhaps this is not designed after an African thing. This might be more of a, maybe an American style thing. I don't actually know how that works for sure. So.
Isso é pé de cabra?
Okay.
É pé de cabra, isso? Que é isso?
É machete também.
Outra? É igual?
Não, é tipo diferente, olha.
É tipo pé de cabra. Coisa
Cabra?
estranha. É que ele é envergado na ponta e ele vem com duas aberturas assim na ponta, parece um pé de uma cabra. Por isso que ele é chamado de pé de cabra, mas eu acho que o nome original é outro.
Okay, one of my worst scars is from sharpening my machete. Huge cut to the bone on my left thumb. Still have a scar. Yeah, my left thumb still doesn't move because I severed the tendon there, opening a zip tie. He was into stuffing little survival kits at anything they could fit into. That's so cool. That's really cool. I mean, I like that. I mean, because I don't know how long that was a thing. Like I said, that one guy made it, I think, like as a Boy Scout or something. And then again, eventually ended up in Vietnam. So I'll have to open this one later. Because again, I don't think it has it doesn't have a sheath either. So that's $10, the cold steel. And then last but not least is one more marbles. This is the bolo. So I think bolos are Filipino. Is that right? Are bolos the Filipino style? Um, oh, you know what? Maybe this cardboard can be used for making a sheath. I don't know. We'll see. But I can't remember what bolos are.
Nossa.
I didn't
A
realize
versão
the
bíblica.
top is sharpened. Take a look at that. I don't know
Amor,
if
por que
that's typical or traditional, but look at that. The top is sharpened. I mean, I can't say it's a very good edge by any means. I'm pretty sure it's a very uneven grind. It doesn't feel very even at all. Once again, you know, the grind stops there. I don't know how traditional that is for machetes. I don't really hardly know anything about machetes, but so far most of them end pretty early. Um, Obviously, it's meant for swinging and chopping. Maybe they are not designed to do anything too close in. Once again, they paint the end, so that should help protect it. Let's see. Um, that's just what he did, and I do it too. That's cool. That's cool. Holy crap. Reminds me of an agave harvesting bait. Really? I didn't know there was such a thing. So agave is what they use for tequila. Oh, right. Speaking of, I got this. I don't remember if I showed this yet. I got this as a gift. If I can find it, where'd it go? Yeah, here it is. Can't remember if I showed this yet. But speaking of agave and tequila,
O que é isso?
it says worm sucker. Worm, a vermi, vermi, vermilha,
Verde.
vermilha.
Red é vermelho. Green é
Não,
verde.
é bicho.
Que bicho é esse? Minhoca?
Antes borboleta. Antes
Ah,
borboleta.
é tipo mariposa, um negócio assim. Tipo no casulo. Sim. Uai, gente, que coisa estranha. Por que
Sim. E provavelmente mexicano. Insect larva.
Ai,
Tenebrio
que larva.
molitori.
É larva.
Mezcal tequila worm. I don't know if it is. I'm going to write down here. It says,
Isso é tequila?
não sei, talvez. Tenebrio.
Me gusta mucho tequila. Arriba, abajo, asiento y adentro, muchacho.
Tenebrio molitori. Molitori. Okay, that's the scientific name. Tenebrio molitori. That's the it says worm sucker, apple, hot licks. This is from California. Long Beach? Yeah, Long Beach, California. It's called Hot Licks. May contain soy. Anyway, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna actually eat it though too. I mean, Good protein, right? Oh, once again, the sheath comes with the same type of sharpening stone, and it's wide and flat, which should probably help. Now, this one has 2 pouches. Clearly, this one is taller, so should be pretty practical for, again, some sort of a little survival kit. And another basically about the same size. So that'll be fun to equip out, put gear into. Oh, too bad. They have Velcro straps. I do not like Velcro straps because they inevitably wear out. The other one has buttons. I much, 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 much prefer buttons. Velcro is really just for the birds. It's just terrible. Oops, I think I did it upside down.
Desculpa.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
weird. I guess it's supposed to go in deeply like that. Look. Yeah. It's meant to go in deeply. Maybe that's why they did these straps, because you can vary how deeply it goes in. Because, I mean, that's in all the way, but if you wanted to just go to there, but then that exposes that, so that's not going to work. So, not sure what they were thinking with this sheath exactly.
Poxa, pena que os meninos não entraram hoje.
I'm not sure what the retention. Yeah, see, the retention is not that great. See, look at that, it's slipping out. So, yeah, the Velcro isn't placed right at all. That strap is too long. So, thus far, I've actually somewhat liked the marble sheaths. This one, really not. They're both too loose. This one's too long, and this one's definitely too long. Considerably too long. So, but I like how it comes with a sharpening stone, which again is cheap. It probably costs them literally nothing. It's probably has the value of $1 retail. And so that's it. Yeah. That's it for that. I can do a quick unboxing on food bank stuff. If you are curious, once again, I'm going to unbox with this because I misplaced my actual unboxing knife as usual. So let's see what the food bank has. So I spend all my money on knives, and so I don't have any money for food. Yay! That's the way to do it, right?
Ok. Amor, seu áudio tá saindo baixo. Não sei se
Eu sou tá baixo?
É. Pra mim tá saindo baixo.
Okay, so long grain white rice, spaghetti, another spaghetti. Oh, yay. Quick cooking oats. So I need to remember to start eating oatmeal again. And then this stuff, look at this. Low fat milk, and it's RBST free, grade A and D. Yay, 2% unopened. Yay, will stay fresh with no need for refrigeration. That's simply shelf stable packaging. Chill for a spell first before enjoying the pure milk. Enjoy in 7 to 10 days once open. So apparently this is supposed to last, I don't know, somewhat forever, which is itself kind of scary. Like that means they pasteurize the hell out of it, right? So 2 of those. I'm lactose intolerant, so I generally don't need that, but in a pinch, I guess it'll keep you alive. Tuna. We got here spaghetti sauce and 2 spaghetti sauces. And we got here Once again, more sliced pears. They're always giving you these sliced pears. And,
Comidinha de inglês.
fruit
Com
mix.
cozinha.
Fruit mix. É fruta.
É tipo pêssego ou saladinha de fruta?
Isso é legumes. Mixed vegetables.
Só assim pra você
Mistura
comer
de
saudável.
legumes. And then
Só assim
black
pra você comer
beans.
bem.
I mean, nutritionally, it's really not too bad. It's a little bit food pyramid-y, which is, that corruption of the agriculture industry, big ag influencing our understanding of health. But, rice, beans, that's a complete protein if you eat them together. Mixed vegetables, a little carb heavy. Spaghetti sauce is questionable, but that's easy to make when you're, down and out on your luck. And most people know how to make pasta. So this will keep you alive. Sterilized completely. I mean, completely. Have you seen that movie 28 Days Later? It's literally the best zombie movie made yet. Of course, it's by Danny Boyle, so it's not a big surprise that it's an amazing film. But he says, thank God for radiation, because they go to this supermarket and the only food that's still fresh is the stuff that was radiated. So there's that. Just like that to eat. Absolutely. The food pyramid was a sales and marketing scheme from the 80s. Yep. And I mean, I think it goes back even before the 80s too. Certainly by the 80s, it was pretty settled. That was the Reagan era. Tremendous corruption by the corporate sector, where they were basically given carte blanche. That was also the end of the fairness. I think it's called the Fairness Doctrine, where news agencies, in order to maintain their license, were required to have balanced news reporting in order to keep their license from the government. And Reagan just got rid of it. And now we have the kind of polarization that we have now. Hell yes, great flick. Yeah, okay. You've seen that. It's a great movie. Okay. And, I can open the other one. It's probably identical. Wait, let's see. Yeah, it's called the... Oh, this one doesn't have it on there. This one has a graphic on it. Cal Food Logistics California Meal Relief Kit, 3 to 4 day food supply. So, what's good about this is it is allowing me to help build my prepper stuff. For free. Like I don't have to buy this stuff. Oh, my CRKT CEO, the one without a detent ball. See, it just opens. And I contacted CRKT and they sent me the detent ball for free. Didn't have to pay for shipping or anything. Unlike Kaiser, who's holding out on me because they're like, oh, send us $5, we'll send you the part. I'm like, I'm not sure your English is even good enough that you understand which part I'm needing. I'm not going to send you $5. Everybody else just sends it to you. Don't be assholes. But they've ignored me since then, so I don't know. I'll have to call them out. These are all dented. Look at that. And
Charles, é 2 caixas que veio? Ou é a mesma?
Não entendo. É caixa de comida em grátis de igreja.
Tá, é outra caixa ou é a mesma caixa?
Outra agora, outra. So technically, you're not supposed to see these crushed cans. There can become micro breaks, and that the seal on these things can technically become broken. So you're supposed to not technically eat crushed cans. So here we go. Mixed vegetables. Once again, diced pears. Once again, crushed. Which is why these things end up in food banks. Yeah, it's the same. It is the same package. Quick oats, enriched rice, whole kernel corn. Oh, this one's fruit mix. Some tuna again. And they call it Skettios. It's dented. No, maybe it's just the paper coming off. They call it Skettios, you know, SpaghettiOs. Wow.
Amor, eu
Once again,
preciso ir.
dented
A cliente
dice
chegou, tá
squares.
bom?
Tá bom,
Bye,
tchau.
bye, guys.
Hun.
I see you later. Amor, eu te ligo, viu? How are you?
Ciao. And then look,
Beijo.
peanut butter, yay! More tuna and spaghetti and fruit mix. Just smell it when you open it. You'll know if it's bad or not. Yeah, botulism is a real thing, although it's pretty rare. Yeah, same with like trichinosis and all that. Like, that hasn't happened with domestic. Nearly every case of parasites has been from eating wild game. It almost never happens with domestic animals. So I mean, raw meat is not necessarily. Well, I probably don't know enough to say very clearly, and I'm certainly not recommending it. But lots of people eat raw beef. In Ethiopia, they call it kitfo. In Italy, they call it carpaccio. In Korea, they call it hue. So yeah, everyone's got their version of it. Yeah. So that's kind of it for now, unless there's nothing else. How long have we been going for? I want to try and get these shorter. How long has it been? 37 minutes. Yeah. I'd like to try to get them down to like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's almost 40 already. This is my GoPro. I did get it to fit after all. And I haven't set it up yet for the car. I need to do that. I don't know how. I haven't done it yet. But, yeah. I need to handle that. That's for the selfie stick. Oh yeah, and then I got this stuff. I got this reduced. It's beef tallow. They want you to cook with it. It says high temperature, great for high temperature cooking. Searing adds deep umami flavor and a perfect sear to chops, steaks, root veggies, or hearty greens. Frying creates perfectly crispy, rich tasting chips, potatoes, crumb coatings, and batter. Braising gives juiciness to lean cuts of meat and provides an ideal base for adhering seasonings. As an ingredient, adds depth of flavor to beef or game stews, ideal for rich and flaky pastry. So I thought tallow had industrial purposes back in the day. Now they're trying to rebrand it. Carvid's coming up. Yeah. Oh gosh. I mean, I should. I could do like really creepy videos where I drive around and show you all the beautiful people in Hollywood. I could. I mean, I ought to, just to record it for posterity's sake, so that people can see just how beautiful people were once, And let's see. Yeah, that's it. I didn't get a single sticker, did I? Oh wait. Yep, no sticker. Just these stupid crap. Stupid ads. Wow, 0 stickers. How dare they? Almost always send stickers. Oh well. Too bad for me. Oh, there's the unboxing knife. Found it. Hollyweird, yeah. Man. So 2 days ago, I'm running late in the morning. I gotta go. I decided to check the mail real quick, waiting for my package. There's this tall, blonde Russian guy, must be over, 6'2", you know, sitting there just nodded out in front of my mailbox. Like people in this building will leave a brick to prop the door open so the postman can come in and drop these things off. Like this was dropped off in front of our security gate. I wish to God they'd stop doing that. Like there's so much theft around here in Hollywood. It's a pretty ghetto ass place. And so this guy saw the gate open, so he decided to come in and hide out behind the thing. And he was knotted out. He had all his paraphernalia out on like this cup, and he was just knotted out. And I was like, "Bro, you need to leave," And he was just I was like, "Why you care? Don't. It's not matter to you." And I was just like, and he was young. He was, in his 20s. It's really sad, like just the availability of cheap, high quality drugs here in Hollywood. It just really just destroys people, really does. There's just so much bad stuff, bad vibes. So that's Hollyweird. Anyway, all right, get high and crash out good. God, I really hate that. I know. And we have this porch over here, and people just, I remember this one time, I've already told this story, but there was this a young kid just right out in the open, like 2 PM, just shooting up. Like he's sitting there cooking up, and there's like this lady, like this Russian lady just staring at him, and like kid with like in a baby carriage like rolling by, like, bro, like you've just lost it. You're out here in the wide open just cooking up on our front stoop. Like, what the hell? Oh yeah, and you look at anyway, let me just not get into it right now. That I think it's called iadetic. Iadetic? Was it? Iadetic? I can't remember. The idea of doctor-induced addiction. And these days, like, it's a huge scandal. I think so. It's like there's 35,000 prescriptions for fentanyl, legitimate prescriptions for fentanyl, and the company that makes fentanyl makes 70,000 units. So they know half their business is just purely illegal. They're basically dope dealers, and tens of thousands of kids, like places like West Virginia are just completely devastated. Kids are dropping like flies. We're talking on a regular basis, kids are just dying. It's the number one cause of death now. And that didn't used to be the case, So, even the people who don't end up dead, it just destroys their lives and their families and their friends and loved ones' lives. It's getting really nasty out there, And you got to wonder, what are we offering them as an alternative? They've done that famous rat experiment, where if you put them in a cage with other rats and lots of toys and things to do, they don't take the crack water. Whereas if you put them in an empty cage without anything, they'll just take the Coke water until they die. Dude, I was totally hooked on pain pills from a doctor's prescription. I got off the opiates 8 years ago. Congratulations. Extremely hard to do. And the level of negligence that the doctors had, they literally sit here and believe these big pharma companies who did studies that proved that Oxycontin, it's the new alternative to, all these painkillers because it's not addictive. They said for 10 years. And the guy's going to prison now, the CEO, right? You're gonna tell us that Oxycontin is not addictive? It's like way more addictive than heroin. These companies are just criminal. you can't use pain medication for very long. You've got to find a different alternative. Phenobarbital. Somebody was just talking about that. A friend of mine is pardon me, an associate. He's not a friend. He's a person I know, and yeah, he's been. Oh, I'm gonna finally kick. I'm only gonna use phenobarbital. Like, what? Yeah, replacement for barbiturates, just phenobarbital. Yeah, I don't. Are you still on it? I mean, or did you use it as a stepping tool? Because that's what he's trying to do. Use phenobarbital, and I'm just like, bro, if you're gonna kick, you need to kick. You need to just kick. Like, it's gonna be rougher. You feel like you're gonna die, but just go ahead and kick. Like, staving off the inevitable. Okay, good. Yeah, maybe it does help, but I just don't think he's serious about getting clean. I mean, if he wanted to get clean, he could have gotten clean 20 years ago. He doesn't want to get clean. He's got, anyway, a whole lot of issues. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in. And it's past 45 minutes. It's at 46 minutes now. If there's nothing else, I think we can call it for now. I can come back and do other things. When I was a kid, barbiturates were fun as fuck. Hey, fun times. This thing keeps getting loose, the pivot. I got to keep tightening it. But I like it loose because it drops like crazy. I mean, look at that. Actions. Well, it was. Now it's not. All right. Thanks, man. Have a good day. Talk to you later, bro. Okay, great. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Bye-bye.